Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And so today I wanted to kind of do an overview of Android 16 QPR1 on the Pixel 7 and let you guys know just how the phone is doing after taking the update a few days ago. I wanted to play around with it first and get a feel for it with the device and see if there's any, issues or anything that people need to be aware of. So first thing, we're going to start from a fresh boot up. We're going to boot the phone up so you guys can see the animations as it's turning on. It's not a drastic change up. When it comes to the boot animations, just a little, little bit of things to give it just a sweet flavor. So here we go. You guys can see the G logo pretty much will conform to what your current wallpaper is, right? So if you have a green wallpaper, it's going to have green accents. If you have like a maroon colored, it's going to have maroon accents. But there's a lock screen, and so we'll get it unlocked. And you see that quick little animation right there as the system is booting up. And there we have it. Material 3 Expressive. Now, one thing I could tell you guys about Material 3 Expressive across all my Pixel devices that currently have it is that it is doing a very, very good job as far as blending colors together. You also have some specific features that you can do with your wallpaper. And these effects that people have been asking questions about, it is found when you are using your own personal photos for a wallpaper. So any of the wallpapers that are preloaded in the system will not have the ability for you to add effects to it. But if you choose one of your own personal wallpapers, then you have these effects button that pops up at the bottom and allows you to add different types of effects. Like, for instance, a lock screen wallpaper that kind of like has a peekaboo effect, right? So you have these different shapes. When you unlock the phone, the full wallpaper shows. But you also have effects where you can add like weather elements. As you see here, it's giving a quick demo of each of the ones that's available. You have fog, you have rain, and these effects also kind of match up with your wallpaper. Like, check this out. This is snow, and it put some snowdrops on top of my little AR emoji character here, as if like snow's collecting on the head. And then, you have sun, which makes it seem like you're in a vibrant sun situation, with sunlight out and everything. So some really cool effects you can do, but like I said, it's only present if you're using a personal photo from your photo gallery as a wallpaper. Any of the preloads is not going to have the ability to add these effects. And so, like I said, the overall user interface really blends the colors really, really well. Okay, you see it all across, so keep that in mind. With the notifications, you get a clear all button at the bottom now, which you guys saw me just kind of remove notifications, so that's kind of nice. And you can edit the quick settings too. You can keep them in a pill shape, or you can bring them to a circular icon shape, depending on which one you feel is most important. Could be like the larger ones, and like the settings that you normally don't always use, you can make them smaller, so that way it's not like all cluttered up, and you can get creative with it. Now, the app drawer changed up, doesn't go all the way to the top like it used to. The Google like news and stuff, that's still present in there. When you go to settings now, you have all these color coordinations to it. So it's coordinated by the type of setting that it deals with. I know system is gray, so I'm kind of starting to learn the colors. Like system and stuff like that would be like a gray color, battery green. So it also just helps you like retain memory of like what color kind of like goes with a certain setting menu, so then that way it's like muscle memory. You'll glance at it and you'll be able to find it without having to read. Of course, Android 16, you have a little Easter egg game. You have to try to find, I guess, like the planet. You gotta land the little Android guy on there, but you can put it in auto mode. And as you can see, when it's in auto mode, it pretty much guides it to the planet itself. So you see the sun just out there, and the little Android bug droid is about to land, and I don't even know what planet this is. To me, at first, it looked like a black hole, but here we go. Boom. He claims this land for Android. So just a little fun game if you want to play it on the Easter egg. You just go into your settings, into About, tap on Android, tap Android 16 several times to open up this little window, and you just press on, you know, the logo icon until it opens up the Easter egg game. So overall, I can say this, when it comes to a lot of the functionalities of the Pixel 7, right? Audios is doing just fine. I haven't experienced like any issues with the audios. The display is nice and vibrant. The color matching is working on point. There's, you know, even the cameras are still doing pretty good for taking photos and things like that. Everything about the Pixel 7 is still solid and good, with the addition of these new things that come in Material 3 Expressive. Just overall makes the experience much sweeter. It's like having a really delicious cake, but then having a nice good frosting that's applied on it. And that's my thoughts of the Pixel 7.